Welcome back to an episode of We are right next to another quest dude for whom we went through this little dungeon down here. But now what we're gonna do is get rid of the small snapper really quick. Why are we going the wrong way? There we go. Die, snapper. Actually, this was the wrong ability there. Just give me a moment. There we go. Much better. I don't know if this one is attacking me or if it is permanently stunned or something. There we go. And that's wrong ability there. Yeah. I can't move. Hopefully they can't move as well. That makes things much easier now. There we go. That one is also dead. Perfect. Alright. Who else wants a piece of it? And badoo. That was the wrong one. So can it be that depending on the character that you play as, you have different kind of soundtracks? No! Because that's just amazing, actually. Really cool. Alright. And of course they go poof once they die. Pretty neat. So, let's quickly save before anything else happens here. Find Steelnose Forino and beat him. The stolen map is more helpful than we thought. Not only does it have the landing sites, it also shows the places where they hide their ships. If I'm not mistaken, there's also a mark to show where Steelnose Forino is right now. That's a strange name, I know. I heard he gets quite annoyed when someone mentions his fake nose. Once he even hung someone on the yardarm just because he said Gesundheit when no one sneezed. Anyways. He's the leader of the whole pack, and there's a nice prize on his head. Should be at the cliffs not far from here. If you kill him, it would be a blow these scoundrels would feel for a long time. Right. Where is that? Down here. Bounty. And what did I say? I want to go through this little patch of land down there. It would be better, actually, to start with this area right here and then just go south. But there are also those islands in here. I just have no clue what these islands are actually good for. There's something to keep in mind. I just want to have a slightly higher range for the camera. That would be neat. So I can see a bit further. I mean, it's nice that we can see, like, yay far away and whatnot, but it still kind of feels extremely close to the character for some reason. Whatever, where do we want to... Oh, wait. I should just use this one here instead. Maybe that's the slightly better solution. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting damaged here, and that's pretty neat. So the enemy is getting stunned if I use this ability, right? Channel Beam petrifies the target. Yeah, petrifies the target. And inflicts heavy magic damage over time. So, that means that as long as it's just one enemy, we might be alright. If there's a multitude of enemies, then we are absolutely screwed. Alright. Yep. I always think I'm targeting another character in here, but alright. The whole petrification thing makes it so easy. Thank goodness. It's kind of a cheesy spell, to be honest. Also, for some reason, those ghosts do explode if their timer runs out. Which is somewhat strange because they're ghosts and they don't have a body that could explode. I mean, a magical explosion could be understood. See that? Right there. Actually... Damage frequency, yada yada yada. Effect, unfathomable soul, will bind to the surface visit as a spectral companion, da 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 da. I don't know if this is just an effect, or if the explosion itself does some kind of damage, still if the enemy is somewhat alive. Or okay. Let's see, that's an interesting distance though. Does it still happen? Yeah. As long as the light beam thingy is there, then everything's good. What's that? Looks like some kind of, techno energy thingamajig. In this case, it's can't interact with it yet. Maybe for quests or so. Wait, this is bounty. I'm really close to it. So that must be the guy. Is this fake nose? Doesn't look fake nosy to me. All right. Let's see. What are you all on about? Who are you and what do you want? Oh, this is Steelnose. Yeah. For someone with a fake nose, he looks fairly normal. Whatever. Why should my snuff box be magnetic? I'll kill you. Whoa. Uh-oh. There we go. Now it's working. Still going strong, still going strong. And we're gonna kite. We're gonna kite. We're gonna... Whoa. Okay. So the hitbox of your mouse is somewhat small. And just to be sure, you have to start clicking all about it real quickly. So I'm clicking right now in order to move so that I can get out of range so that I don't take that much damage from the guy. So now we pretty much finished the bounty. Quest completed. Just like that. Do we have to go back to our quest giver for that? Fishing sword. No! Oh, what a nice rhyme there. Sweet. Wait. No, this one sadly doesn't overlay the world map though. And, oh, I can go through the water. That's quite nice. As long as it's shallow enough, of course.
Feel death now.
An energy blade. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why are there all of a sudden so many enemies? That's not cool. It's absolutely not cool. I don't want to trigger another ability just in case. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I need to get as many ghosts as possible, so... Okay, still got a bit more. There we go, and another one.
The sea will avenge me.
Ooh. Oh, thank goodness. Oh. BFG, oh, that's actually a Seraphim ability, wasn't it? So, what do we got? A Wicked Blade. Sword, light range goes a bit higher. Alright. The damage is actually slightly higher than this one is, but I have the weapons. So, if I go right click, then yeah, right click does modify it a bit. So we got damage and defense value goes up as well. A magic staff. Actually, why don't we just go with a magic staff right now? We all need more damage and speed. Have the weapons. Oh, yeah. We don't know the value. We just know that it has its stuff. But I don't think that it actually gives you speed right now, right? No. Attack speed 100% still. Yeah, that should actually change. But I'm gonna go for the defense value on it, just in case. What do we got? Roast joint trophy, healing, alchemy. Wait, alchemy is a stat for the character that I can get. Wait a minute. I want this always in the middle, not on the side. Jesus. Where's alchemy? There we go. Enhances the effect of all potions. The alchemists will also be able to use special consumable items. Oh, potion effect goes up a little bit. The bonus effects are very negligible. The only thing that's important here is the bonus effect, so it might be one of the use them once kind of abilities. Except if there's like an additional effect that you can have there. Grants the ability to work on items without a forge. Additionally, items above character level can be used. Rings can be forged into items with bronze or better slots. Amulets can be forged into items with silver or better slots. Amulet. Allows the use of exclusive enhancements, of course. Exclusive one. Maximum level of workable item +0/+0, and blacksmith cost goes down as well. It's because you have to pay yourself, of course. Makes absolute sense.
Will make a nice fur.
Yeah, divine devotion. I really have to be good enough in order to fight this thing. Beveled relic of fire. Divine devotion +1. Wait a minute. Divine devotion +1. It says +1, but I don't have that yet, so I think I need that first. Does it at least give me armor? I think so. Whatever. Bargain in arm, pacifism, some resistances. Yeah. All of the rest I pretty much read all about, except for blacksmith and alchemy. For some reason I was blind to those two stats. Really weird. I was looking at everything except for those two. Anyway, we still need to upgrade this one though. So, where are we actually on the world map? We are on this other island here, and Actually, I could be really safe and just go all the way west to get this teleportation thingy and go back again. Just so I have it a bit easier on me. That means maybe follow the road. Maybe go all around here. And oh, there's an enemy around. Multiple enemies. Yeah, let's get this one, and then we can attack all 3 of those. That should do it. That should do it quite well. Come on, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? There we go.
Damn Sunday pirate! All hands on deck!
The way he swings that magical stuff doesn't look that magical to me. More like it's just a club with a slightly fancier name. Right. Really should look for an ability that has healing capabilities. Just in case.
Bury me. This is only the beginning.
It's only the beginning. Wait a minute. Yeah, the icons actually disappear a little bit later than the map itself. That's pretty neat. Kind of looks like it's glitching out, but no, it's part of the effect. What about this one? A chief. Humanoid monster. Right. Probably has a buff aura for itself. Pretty neat. Come on. Give me that soul. There we go. Hey, levels. Oh, thank you, Inquisitor.
Next day, you'll have the young queen's child. Not.
Kind of sounds like Rumpelstiltskin. Right. What else we got? And another kobolds. Ah, yeah. The minion overlord is coming. Actually, I kind of want to play that game again. This was really cool. Wait a minute. I also got the level up and would probably be able to place a few points on my abilities, right? So let's just quickly save. E, wasn't it? Yes. Oh. But let's just get rid of them first. There we go. Pillage! Pillage. So, no, wait a minute. The abilities can be increased only if I have the corresponding effect here. Paralyzing Dread. What was that? Was it this thing? No. Dread. That one. Slows all enemies. Let's just get this one and see what we can do. 148. Yeah, that one doesn't change anything. Cooldown plus regeneration time, so and so much. Slows down all attacks by opponents in the vicinity of the Inquisitor. Opponents duration 20 seconds. Okay. It says cooldown plus regeneration time. It's kind of weird. Why is it an additional time for that? Like it has duration as well, then there's cooldown and regeneration time. That's so strange. So you have to wait for the cooldown, and then you have to make it regenerate as well. That must be the thing how it is supposed to be used. So even if your regeneration time is very low, the cooldown still has to be weighted. So the only thing that you can shave off is like 1 second or 1.3 for a slightly higher level on this one. Right. But what else could I do? I mean, I could try to use Eruptive Desecration or something, but in the end, I still only have one ability that I can use all the time, or at least for this setup that I kind of got myself in here right now. So I can't mix and match the abilities too widely. Only thing I can do is like get an army of undead. What else we got? No points for that one though. Wait a minute. At least that one is pretty well timed. Right. Let's see. Can I? Maybe there's a respect person somewhere in town that I can utilize. Right. What about other abilities that I have? Like a Raving Thrust, maybe. Chance to reflect stuff. And it's that one. 5 seconds. It might be really useful on a very dangerous situation. But otherwise, maybe I don't really need that. Let's just get all of the abilities that I have in here for now. Everything else is not Inquisitor related, so we are good. Right, now what kind of other abilities do we have here? Purifying Chastisement Guard improved a bit, but this one just increases everything. But on a annoying side note, it also increases the regeneration time of all abilities. So if you have this buff on, then you're screwed. Because right now it says 8.2 seconds. And once I got the buff on, it's 11.4 seconds. So it does not help me as much as it should. Now, what else we got? Frenetic Fervor increases attack speed and maximum weapon value. Well, that's neat. Kinda is similar to the Dread thing, like this one right here, actually. What does it do? Slows down all attacks of the opponents in the vicinity of the Inquisitor. So it's, yeah, an aura kind of thing, but I have to cast it multiple times. That's the iffy bit. At least. Come on. There we go. So, now if I use... Why doesn't it work? Oh, it needs an enemy. Oh, okay. Right. Powerful blow or stab that will inflict heavy damage. Sure. But at least this one can be used multiple times. What about this one? No, this was the other buff. Then... yeah, because this one has no duration on it. But wait a minute. Yeah, this is another active thing. The target opponent is condemned as outlaw. Yeah, that's kind of a similar thing. Then this one right here. The only problem is this one turns enemies into subjects only if they die. This one turns them against each other from the get-go. So that's actually quite a nice ability as well. Maybe I can use this one in order to make the fight a bit easier. But the thing is, I still need to get the kind of tendril thingy activated. Otherwise it won't work. Might be an enemy right up here. Can't. There we go. Really see that? Alright, come on. Almighty push.
A nice fur.
Whoa. Okay. Almighty push. Look at how slowly they get pushed away. But at least the ability is ready almost instantly. Ish. But I have to say this one might be a slightly better one. Just because it makes consecutive, or fighting consecutive enemies much easier. Because the first one might be problematic, but after the first one your power increases until, like per enemy it increases, but only until the first enemy disappears, or the first ghost again disappears, and then it kind of remains stagnant. So this is the highest power level that you can achieve. Right. Oh, look at how easy that is. So sweet. Love that. Right. What about some other stuff that I obtained in here? I mean, what else do I have? Magical pearls with some damage conversions. They only change damage to magic, but they don't do anything else. I think I have some healing, alchemical things and whatnot. Maybe some armor law, armor 5. Yeah, that is definitely not useful. Then, all of the other stuff already got equipped the moment I found it, with pretty neat. Regeneration penalty plus 0.2. Yeah, does that mean a lot? Probably not. So, anyway, where's the thing that I wanted to... That's it. This little small dungeon. Kind of is a duplicate thing, but let's just go around it and hope that we can find that entrance. Oh, wait a minute. Let's save before we go anywhere else.
Heretic figure.
Heretics. Right. Okay, and the next one. Is it? Yeah, it's dead.
And
there we go. Okay, so maybe let's go with a similar approach. that I had in Sacred 1. So the damage increase comes from the higher skills, right? But the cooldown reduction, actually higher ability use, right, does not come from, alright, it does come somewhat from equipment and whatnot. But it also comes mostly from other stats, in this case the stamina one. Because I did level up that one here, weapon damage, combat damage on, right? Magical staffs. Oh yeah, wait a minute, because I use a magical staff right now, right? Sweet. What a coincidence. Whatever. This is just resistances, this is like higher health points, sure, but we don't want to get attacked at all. This one is a chance to attack mostly. And basic attack stuff as well. It just does not say that now. Or do we need to switch to another weapon for that? No, we don't. No, wait, we do. Look at that. Otherwise, it should say weapon damage. See, that's interesting. The attack value is always the same. Wait a minute. As well as basic damage for all close range weapons except daggers and magic staffs. So close range. A lance is not a close range weapon. Like close range. I mean, I could get this one in here, the wicked blade. And now it should, yeah, now it says weapon damage. So depending on the weapon that you've chosen, the tag here that says weapon damage goes from one stat to the next. And now it is on here, the intelligence thing. Lance is on dexterity. And the stamina thing is always somewhat the same. But yeah, we are probably going for that one. The thing is, chance that the spell hits the target, well, with full force. Magic staffs and spells will additionally increase the damage output. This is a nice thing, but what I want to do is just spam this stuff at them as much as I can. So, what kind of new abilities do we have that I could utilize? I'm not going to go with Astute Supremacy. That might be a bit much. What else we got? Maybe Toughness? Adds some base resistance for each type of damage and reduces incoming damage. Well, that's nice. Increases the chance to evade. Yeah, that's also kind of neat. Bargaining is a cool one. Divine thingy. Well, our divine abilities are somewhat lacking. What do we need here in order to make that work? It says requires at least 5 points in skills of this. 5 points. Doesn't matter how we spend them as long as there are 5 points in there. And now, bam, 5 points. Now I can utilize all of the other ones in here. So, what else we got? There should be, actually. That's weird. So I got Nefarious Netherworld, number 1. And then there's a number 2 one in here. Then there's also Astute stuff. And then there's the thing with a Gruesome Inquisition. Decreases the regeneration time for the aspect Gruesome Inquisition and raises maximum spell levels without penalty. Sure. Enables the use of modifications for this aspect. Regeneration time goes down, levels and so on. Increases the damage of non-weapon based combat arts, reduces the opponent's spell resistance. That's just there for the damage, but what about that one? Decreases the regeneration time of all combat arts, also grants the ability to maintain up to 2 buffs simultaneously. Yeah, that is really neat. The only problem is, I have this one here, Purifying Chastisement. That's 1 buff, right? Where are all my other buffs then? Like, how do I even know that an ability is a buff? Just by looking at it. I think I don't. You just have to look for something that has no cooldown or regeneration time on it. Or maybe it's just, yeah, it says buff on the end. Okay, it says buff on the end. That's how you know that. So this is a buff, this is a buff. Is it the same with every character in here, that the last one is always a buff? That's quite interesting. Anyway, raises the souls of fallen corpses. Yeah, I just need that one first in order to make use of it. But that's definitely helpful. Only problem though, I don't know the stats of that stuff yet. Regeneration time of all combat arts plus so and so much. Yeah, that's still not cool. Still not cool. Damage, chance of hitting, execution speed, but the bonus points aren't not there. So the higher damage only comes a little bit later. Regeneration time, yeah, let's go with that one. I want to spam my stuff. So, let's see. -3, -9. This one is now at 7.4 seconds. Let's just increase that a little bit further. Now it's 7.2 seconds. Pretty sweet. So let's try to lower that as much as possible. Oh, wait a minute. I also got another point I can spend. Increase the attack speed of the Spectral Companion, right? The Spectral Companion poses a significant higher threat to opponents, meaning they can taunt the enemies, I think. But do I want them to just be a higher threat, or do I want them to be more damaging, actually? To be a higher threat. Probably going to go for the higher threat in general. Opponent's attack value, reduce the opponent's resistance value, reduce the attack speed even more. Has the chance to instill fear into opponents and make them run away. No. Increase the range of effect, increase the attack value. Well, it's a nice thing, but no. Let's just increase the attack value of the companion to make them even more useful. That's a really good thing. Next modification point at level so and so much. Right, that one will take a little while though. So let's save and see how we can actually manifest all that. I mean, oh, it also tells me the perks that I placed in it. That's pretty neat. But why is it at 7.2 seconds? It's only level 1. Is it at these high numbers from the get-go, or what's going on here? Ah, it does bling. That's quite nice. There's another one. And even more enemies right there. Idiot. That's not what I should have done though. Let's just get this one. They are level 5. I'm not doing enough damage to kill them with that. Oh, I do. There we go.
All hands on deck.
Da-da-dee, da-da-doo, da-da-doo. Right. Nice. Attack speed is really sweet. Absolutely amazing.
This won't be easy for you.
That was a wee bit light. So what do we have in here? I mean, there is a chest in it, but there does not seem to be anything else that you can interact with. The only other somewhat interesting thing might be a chest behind the building, but I don't think you can actually interact with that.
This wretched fauna.
Wretched. Okay, I have to do something different. I have to hit them first, and then I have to turn them into my subjects, loyal ones. Ah, righty, wait, where am I actually going? Closer and closer towards that thing. Maybe there's actually a mission that needs me to go down there. Let's see. Why does it all of a sudden play that? That's weird. Can the soundtrack change from, like, the area that I'm at? Does it have something to do with the enemy I'm fighting, or like... What's the distinction here? How do you see that? That's so weird.
A kobold.
Alright, another one done. Perfect, 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 perfect. Oh no, I have to look at my health bar a little bit more carefully. And move. Nice, that's another one done. Ah, so many items, so much loot. Loot is good. Yeah, they might be resistant to magic a little bit. That's why the damage isn't that great. Oops, long cooldown. There we go. What do we have here? Light concentration potion. Probably just the same thing. There's normal concentration potions. Gets rid of combos. Right. Wait, there's even more. Oh, they even attack each other. That's quite interesting. Let's get another one. Spell is so overpowered.
Hoot, sailors, hoot!
Alright. So, I have to go south even further, which is this way. Right. Let's save. Do I have a few more experience points for the next level up? Quite neat. There's one done. Yeah. That whole thing changed. Turned from rock, metal, to your normal Inquisitor kind of thing. Maybe it has something to do with threat. So the higher the difficulty of the enemies, the more threat there is, and the more threat there is, the more extreme the music will become. And I can talk to a trader.
State your business. Will you be attending
How
the
dare
assembly
you
where
approach
they'll
me?
discuss the
The
increased
working
price
weekend
for
doesn't
force
bother me
loans?
that much, but others are revolting because of it.
What kind of dialogue choice is that? Working weekend? What? Almighty push. Engulfing fly. What kind of ability is that? Since when are they able to throw fire? That was definitely not planned. Anyway.
The young ones don't seem to respect our dining customs anymore. Isn't that strange?
Be on your way. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome here.
Off with you.
Okay. Whoa. It just zooms in, whatever. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, wait a minute. Raving Thrust. If I right-click the whole thing, then what happens? I think I... Okay, you cannot open your abilities tab when you are in the selling window. Very interesting. Anyway. We can just sell the stuff that we don't need anyway. Let's see. Durable wings. Sure. I think it's shift. Yeah, I think it's shift. Where's my gold, actually? Ah, 1 for 40. That's quite neat. Oh, no. Wait a minute. So, shift and click actually throws things out. Right-clicking probably makes things go around. What about control clicking? Ah, there we go. Now we had some gold changing pockets, which is pretty neat. I'll just sell all of the stuff that we cannot equip. Then what I have to do is sell all of the stuff that does not perform as well, or that has very, very little value to us. Let's see. Oh, the hatchet is actually quite nice, because it has 2 buffs that we can use. Oh, yes. Chance of critical hits, half the weapons, poison damage. Yeah, that's a good one. So the bonus defense value can kind of be ignored. Pretty neat. I'll just place this right there, so we can flip through that. Speed, attack value, well, the bludgeon goes away, that one goes away, that one goes away. Don't know what to do with that hatchet. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. But there's no forge around here, so we won't benefit from it anyway. Signature 0.1. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, right-clicking does change things slightly. Regeneration penalty +2, wait a minute. I can't even look at the abilities right now, that's iffy. Let's just hope that this works. And what else we got? I have to order that one goes away. The boots, regeneration penalty plus 0.06. Arms is the boots. 0.06, 0.06. Armor is 1, armor is 1, so that's actually sellable. Oh, Avenger's gloves. Regeneration penalty minus 0.2. Wait a minute. So let's look at the number here. 149.2. 150. 150. What is an ability that has a very high cooldown? Like, do we want to decrease the values or increase the values? That's the thing right there. Regeneration time for combat odds of this aspect. Why is it at 170 for this ability? And why are the other ones at 150? How come this one is so much more useless when it comes to this sort of stuff? It's kind of weird. Or maybe it increases because of all of these perks in there. Or was that? No. So if you increase it, this value, this is regeneration penalty. We don't want it to go up for some reason. Regeneration penalty plus 0.01%. Okay, I need an ability with a very, very high cooldown in order to check how it changes. 8.3. Do we have something higher than that? That's flippant. 4 point something. Maybe that one. Wait a minute. 1.1. There we go. That's a change on it. I think. 1.1 or 1.8. Alright. So if you take that one, it's 1.1 still. 1.6. Okay. So now it's a little bit lower. And now if we, like, if the regeneration penalty goes down, for some reason the time we need to wait goes up, right? So it's kind of like against logic. Because we want to reduce the penalty, actually. We don't want to increase the penalty. That's why it's called a penalty. They may have done a slight oopsie in the declaration of the stat, though. Anyway, what do we have here? Chance to find valuables goes up a little bit. And what about that one, though? Frenetic further goes up. Oh, wait a minute. That's why it gets a bonus level. That is why. Okay, I was actually comparing the wrong kind of perk here. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, but there's ranged weapons, chance of critical hits. Nah, whatever. Let's just sell maybe that one because we don't need it. And what about all of the other items that are there? How much do they even cost? A lot. An arm and a leg, basically. Ritual stuff has a mix of damage types. That's pretty neat. I think it's the overall damage that you see there, but then the damage is split up into 2 different damage types, according to the percentage or shown by this little bar there. Not as helpful, because it doesn't give you any numbers. It just tells you that it's there. And if it's very, very small, then it's almost not visible. So, but yeah, we are not using weapons for weapons' sake. We are using something like this, actually. Like spell intensity goes up by 6% or something like that. But we need a little bit more than that. Chance to inflict wounds, yada. Oh wait, what was that? Chance to hit additional opponents, yeah, that's great. But I'm actually interested in something that increases the damage or reduces the cooldown a little. So what kind of armor do we have though? What is the thing? Arms. Do we have something for the arms in here? This one. Dragon Mage. And there's this one. Shoulders. No. Sport. Where does that one actually go to? Don't know. There's amulet stuff in here. There's this. Sadly, I don't know what I could... Wait a minute. Alt is the comparison. So it's the silver... Wait, no, that... Wait. Equipped item, silver cape of the barbarian. Ah, it's this one. Why does it say silver on top of that too? There's a little asterisk there. Silver, silver, silver. Maybe it has something to do with the difficulty. So the higher the difficulty, the better the percentages of it. Right. So yeah, the regeneration penalty has to go up, right? That was the thing that we want to achieve here. Willpower doesn't help us that much. So regeneration penalty has to get pluses, not minuses. What that? Well, actually, I still don't know if that works with a plus or minus thing. I have to use a very special one. Damage magic plus. There we go. Wait a minute. Wrist guards. Ah! Now I can use that. So this one is actually fairly cheap. Maybe I can use that one. Let's take that. And yes. Ah, that's the wrist guard. So then we have, of course, the Avengers. Oh. Yeah. That's stupid. I bought the wrong one. Anyway, let's just get the other one right there. Equip that one and sell this one. Yeah. To get some money back. Oh, that was so stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna get some good amounts of money in the future anyway. So we're good. Well, oh yeah, potions. Potions are absolutely important. Do we have something more in here? Spell intensity goes up a little bit. But no, I have other stuff that's somewhat better. What about that one though? Enhanced perception, riding, other things. Great. Then what about that one? They are 56-ish gold. I'm gonna stock up on those. Is there... Okay, you can click on those in order to get them. They do stack, so you're good. That's neat. Pendant, vitality, speed law, pole arms. Damage fire goes up a little bit. I mean, it says damage fire plus so and so much. So as long as we don't do any fire damage, then nothing happens, right? I think this is what's actually going on there. The hoop. But do I get stats that I don't have learned yet? That's another question that I'm not quite sure of. Because this one says damage law, but I haven't gotten the damage law yet. That's vitality again. Like something in here is red, right? And some other stuff is blue. Like willpower, for example, and vitality. Or maybe it has something to do with the fact that vitality and willpower are actual stats. This one isn't. But anyway. Now we have cleaned up our inventory. What is this? A healthy hat trophy. Speed. Right click to use. Okay. So I can't use it because I need alchemy first, looks like. Right. So there are a few more quests down here. But before we do any of those, we're going to end this episode. Continue, of course, with another one at another time. Until then, like and subscribe. Ta-ta.